Hello everybody, this is En Route, and today I have another video for you. Let me find the topic. Let's go. Where was that topic? Okay, the topic is nine signs of a severely damaged society. Okay. So, I chose to do 9 signs because, I saw this video talking about 9 signs of this damaged girl. And I wanted to dig even deeper and talk about the 9 signs of a severely damaged society, right? Okay, here we go. So, number 1, I'm marking this because I'm putting it off the top of my head, but they're there. Low birth rate. When society's birth rate starts to plummet, that's when you know there has been huge damages done to the psyche of the women and even the men, of course, everybody. The psyche of the people feels so unsafe that they don't even want to procreate anymore. Isn't that something? So, psychological warfare, right? So that would be a second thing. So first thing is, I'm gonna not let my train of thought get lost. So the first thing is, yes, they don't want to procreate. The second thing would be everybody's a psychological mess, right? There's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of uncertainty, right? And this psychological warfare is playing out in the lives of many people within a damaged society, right? When you look at a healthier, stable society, what do you see? You see businesses flourishing. You see people going out. Things stay open later. In a society that's declining, things shut down, things close down, things close earlier. People can't spend as much, right? So the third thing would be monetarily. There isn't a lot of financial backing to support the society anymore because this society has become depressed due to resources becoming inflated, right? Too expensive. Gas, food, energy costs become the main thing, and then third places close down. So then you have less interaction between people that could be potential mates, right? So that is another, fourth sign, right? So with the economic part comes the domino effect. Just keep watching the dominoes, guys. The domino effect of, well, now we can't even afford to keep places open, and people are just, their focus is changing, their focus is shifting. They can't do the same things that they used to do or wanted to do. They have to focus on necessity only, right? And so that is the 5th sign, I think, where now, because society is declining, you must focus on necessities, right? And you bring it down to the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. And yeah, you kind of have to just strip yourself of all of the things that you used to do, like doing your nails and things like that. Nail salons will become cheaper. Which is, it's cool, but that's a bad sign, right? You don't want things to get to the point where, people are lowering their prices due to desperation because they're trying to sell out. Then you get a lot of liquidation, right? And so, that becomes an issue. Let's think of a 6th sign of a declining society. So with a declining society comes the rise of drug addiction, right? So let's talk about addiction. And it's not just drugs, right? So when I speak about addiction, anything is a drug, right? Pornography, food, people escape. People will just watch ASMR videos all day, or have to self-soothe in the way because they can't handle the reality that they live in. And so you get a lot of people doing things with coping mechanisms. And so gas stations become like the place, right? These hot spots, because they got all the tobacco, they got all the booze, so all of these places start to actually become more, right? And so the sixth sign, right, where people are coping. The seventh sign is that places like, bars and things, people that need things to cope, those things are going to get bigger. The tobacco, the this, the that, which is sad, but true, right? Cigarettes during a war, right? You need to take the edge off, right? Hearing gun shells all the time. What do? They pull out a cigarette because it's stressful, right? And these are the companies that are going to start to become more and more and more. So liquor, drugs, all these things, right? And like even moonshine, like off the alley, back end alley things are going to become more popular, right? So that's so now number 8, then we're going into black market, right? Things are going to become more of a black market, more of a market. Things will get more poor, with more people becoming homeless. People are going to start doing things in a manner that's kind of like back old school. I have my little fruit cart, at the side of the road kind of thing, right? Or my hot dog cart. There's going to be the rise of a lot of these businesses, which is not a bad thing, because this is America. We want entrepreneurship. The thing about America is that we allowed entrepreneurship to have a higher standard. It happens everywhere in the world. It happens in China. There are owners of taco stands and this stand and mango stands everywhere. The problem is America has come to the point where we have made it so bureaucratic to the point where nobody can actually get a lot of things done in an efficient, faster manner to actually support themselves effectively. That's why most businesses fail in the first year. So anyways, there's going to be a lot more, like hawkers. There's going to be a lot more hawking, right? The side of the road and things like that. And I don't know what number we're at. So the sign of a declining society. And then goes the rise of prostitution, where prostitution will become a part of everyday life, unfortunately. And then that's when you really know. That's when guys, it's done. It's a mess, and I'll add, with prostitution comes more gang affiliation, more militias, more groups forming to protect themselves and their own people, because the government has destabilized in a sense where they don't give a shit about you, and they're going to allow everybody to sleep under bridges. They're going to allow stores to be depleted of resources. They're going to allow things to just kind of fall by the wayside, and allow things to get even a little bit unsanitary, to really create some havoc, right? Because the government is trying to give up on the society. And so these people are the 9 or 10 signs of a declining society. And I hope you enjoy this video. This is En Route, and I'm out.